let's get the stream up and running. Should be any moment. Yeah, there we go. And get myself all ready to go, and then in a second we will start attempting this record, which I almost bloody got today. The very final fucking minigame of the run. Oh. And back to the... Yeah, that's back to the game selection. It's fine. Let me put the nunchuck down so I don't accidentally mess this up. I had a run today that was on track record, the world record, and I screwed up one misread input of the nunchuck on the final minigame, and I lost about 5 seconds, and 4 seconds would have gotten me the record. So I was on record pace over lunch today. And I feel like tonight's going to be the night. It's going to be the night. Let's set that record. Let me move the Twitch chat down so I can see it on the other monitor. Hey, Gumba Master. Yeah, tonight's going to be serious runs. I've got to shave 4 seconds off this run. If I get, like, the first 3 pages, I'm no longer stumbling on the red fly. The red fly's not a problem anymore. If I get a good first 3 pages, then I've got to get lucky on the photography. I've got to not fuck up the Mr. Hanky Tug of War in its stupid counterintuitive direction you need to be moving the analog stick. And then I just need to just have a smooth final 3 pages. Like, it is really doable. Even without trying to get the hat out the tree, I reckon there's a solid 8 seconds I'm capable of cutting out of this run just by not making mistakes, and we only have to cut 4 to get the record, so it's doable. Hey, Natling. Okay. Let's go. I've got to make sure I'm clicked onto the thing. Hey, Tara. Amazing episode of Dice Funk. Can't talk about it because I don't want to spoil it, but I recommend people listen to it. Each season is self-contained, so you can start this season. It's great and filled with dragons. Yeah, we started a new season of Dice Funk. It's a actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast sort of geared toward being more narrative-heavy rather than combat-heavy in order to facilitate good narrative. I'm on seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Season 3, I turn up like 9 episodes in, so if you start with Season 3 and wonder where I'm at, it's because I don't show up for like 9 episodes. But you can jump in on any season. They're all standalone. And the new one, indeed, is dragon heavy. Alright, let's do this. Let's jump in. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't want to be more than 1 second behind PB at the end of page 1. Like, a 1 second time loss is acceptable. If it's closer to 2 seconds, I'm just gonna reset at the end of page 1. Like, I know how much time. Dice Funk has in fact entered its dragon age, I suppose. What coincidental timing that it would enter its dragon age just as I became part of Dragon Age.
I wonder how you did. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, just all the hearts by 50. We're still on track. I want a good sipping of the bottle. We ideally want to see the hearts by 1 minute 40 at the end of this minigame. I know my timing's way better now. I know pretty early when a run isn't looking great. But I'm much less likely to just throw it away for being like a second or 2 behind. Like, the potential for time save is pretty good if I get a really good page 2, so like being a little behind on page 1 isn't the worst.
Yummy. Just control stick slowly forward. Yes, just like that. That's the way. A little more to go. You did it.
41, 42, that's not ideal.
I wonder how you did.
I'll wait and see my time at the end of page 1. I think it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over a second behind record. It's gonna be like 1.5, which honestly, maybe we stick with. If it's less than 2 seconds, if it's 1.5, maybe I stick with it and try and save the time on page 2.
Are you alright? What should I do? How about a big bop? Burp! Let's get started. Pat the baby gently on the back.
Ideally, what I want to be doing is going into the start of page 4 neutral on time. Like, if over the first 3 pages I'm roughly on 0.0,
For the right timing.
like, I don't mind losing a bit of time on page 1 and remaking that time on pages 2 and 3. Why I'm trying to throw fewer of these runs away on page 1, just give pages 2 and 3 a chance to even out the timer. Hey, Nautical Menace!
Wow, that's great! What for the right timing? Pat, pat, pat. What a bob! What for the right
I was really hoping I
timing?
could set this record today so that we could do the All Babies run, but so
What a
close.
bob!
So
What
damn
for
close.
the right timing? Pat, pat, pat. What a bob! That feels great, doesn't it? I wonder how you did.
Okay,
Fantastic!
one more. The
Oh my!
we want the warning screen before this minigame to go away before the 56 mark, ideally. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Oh, 58's not what we want to see. Yeah, that's going to be close to 2 seconds. Time loss. We'll try going to page 2 and just have a see if we can have a really efficient page 2 to make up for it.
Ooh, keep going. Good. Great. 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 Wonderful.
Celiberian says, thanks to you, I've had the musical song stuck in my head. Positive.
Perfect.
It's damn catchy, right?
Wonderful.
It's real easy to let that become like a full-on obsession.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Wonderful. Fantastic. Suits the baby.
Yeah, missed him, but why is that side so much less consistent?
Don't rush it.
Hey, Michael Muto! Yeah, I was already like 2 seconds behind on page 1, which is not ideal. Missed input there is a reset. It's fine, we don't stress. This happens sometimes. That is one of 2 minigames in the entire run, and I'm glad that it's an early one. It just sometimes misregisters, and I cannot say why. Something about the way that it's very unclear precisely what it wants out of me, and I'm doing my best to
Babysitting Mama.
not start the motion until the arrow is present and all that, but okay. Let's begin.
Choose which mode to play. Let's comfort the baby. Oh, what a cutie.
3, 2, 1, go. Usually at this point I can tell if the run's off to a really good start by the end of page 1. By the end of page 1 I can now tell whether the run's probably going to make it to page 4, which is our other big stumbling block.
Hold the baby like mama. Hold the baby face up. Move the baby left and right. Right. Left. Repeat. Good. 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 Fantastic. Fantastic. Wonderful. Fantastic. Perfect. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh, look at the beautifully
I wonder how
efficient.
you did. Perfect.
Beautiful. I know it doesn't actually make it go any faster, but the speed with which the gold circle showed up within the timing window, I am
I
on
wonder
it.
what's wrong. Oh,
Second headphone on. I'm gonna lock in.
it's
Don't
bath
listen.
time for milk.
Bath time for milk.
Let's have some milk.
This is page 1's big time save. Need to not be going up into the red this time.
Looks yummy. Shoot the control stick slowly forward. Yes, just like that. That's the way. A little more to go.
Oh, perfect. Okay, heart's visible on 41.
wonder
Not
how
ideal,
you
but that's
did.
pretty okay. Would you be
Fantastic.
soothed if the person rocking you yells fantastic every second? I wouldn't be soothed, but, you know, Mama knows Yuto better than I do. Although, actually, at this point, I would say I think I know Yuto better. 119 attempts at babysitting Yuto
Are you alright?
in January of this year. I think there are a few people that know Yuto better than I. Timber says, lol, someone hacked the Kotaku Twitter. To what ends? What did... Before I respond to that, I want to know whether this is, like, malicious, whether it's right-wing, whether it's, like, genuinely
Let's
just
get started.
wholesome fun.
Baby, gently on the back.
I want to have a sense of what I'm responding to.
Wow, that's great. And carefully. Hot. Hot.
Crypto and meme coin. Okay, bullshit.
Watch for the right timing. Hot. Hot. Hot.
Yeah, a crypto
Wow,
scam.
that's great. And carefully. Hot.
That's frustrating, but that's fine as long as we don't miss any more inputs.
Watch
won't get a
for the
time
right
loss.
timing. Hot. 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 What a bob. Watch for the right timing. Hot. Hot. Hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, tentatively,
Watch for the right
0.
timing.
Plus 0.8
Hot. Hot.
on my page 1 time.
What a bob! That feels great, doesn't it? I wonder how you
Seems
did.
to be a gaming coin, so technically not far off.
Fantastic.
Okay, 30
Oh my!
48, this is where we want. Okay, 49 is where we saw this menu come up. This is where we want to see this go. Okay, just about before 57.
Hold the baby
We might be
on
closer
this
to
side.
0.5, plus 0.5, which would be nice.
Tilt to the right, tilt to the left. Ooh! Ooh! Keep going. Good. Good.
Twitter was hacked by crypto scammers.
Great.
Posted a fake picture of him naked.
Good.
I mean,
Perfect.
for all of the shittiness that is Twitter, the fucking... A government official's Twitter account being hacked is always mildly scary for... Oh, fuck, why is this one stupid input not working?
Wonderful.
Do I just wait in this position and do the whole curve? We're gonna reset this round.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
There's a better way to
Wonderful.
wait until the arrow appears and do full motion.
I wonder how you did.
It's so inconsistent. Sorry, I know I got distracted from talking about Trump getting hacked or whatever, but this has become like a new inconsistent stumbling block. It's ended both my runs so far tonight. Like the second one was on a pretty good
Now for the final
first page pace.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, why is it so inconsistent? Registering that right hand side. It's clearly something that I'm not doing symmetrically.
Way to go. You
Clearly,
did
I'm
great,
not being
Mama.
quite symmetrical with my motion control movements. But what I'm doing wrong, who can say? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, as I was saying, like,
Do as Mama
as funny as it is to go, ha ha ha, Trump got hacked, ha ha ha, I think my response to it is more like, it's kind of scary that an officially recognized, like, place that statements that might be perceived as from a nation's president could be hacked, and I'm glad it was only crypto scams, because there's far worse stuff you could do with the ability to post a message and looking like you were a national head of state, you know?
Fantastic! Wonderful! Wonderful! Perfect! Wonderful! Perfect! Wonderful! I wonder how you did. Fantastic!
Okay, ooh, hearts started to appear while we're still on 49. That is a good start. Yeah, like, you know, I can simultaneously go, cool, couldn't have happened to a worse person. I'm glad that it was going to happen to someone who was a terrible person. While also going,
Let's have some milk.
I'm aware that that could have been used to do, like, real geopolitical damage real quick, and I'm glad it was only fucking crypto, I guess.
Looks yummy. Shoot the control stick slowly forward. Yes, just like that. That's the way. A little more to go. You did it.
40, oh, hearts on 40.
I
Cool.
wonder how you
This
did.
is, as long as I don't fuck up the next two minigames, this should either be neutral or possibly a slight time save on page 1. This is good. This is a good page 1 run. This is a run I'm probably going to be sticking with. Like, this run will probably make it at least to page 4 where we
Are you all
hope
right?
for good luck with photography.
What should I do? How about a big bump?
Don't underdo the taps this time, Laura.
Up.
Don't overdo them. You can get the shaken baby error, but don't rely on the one missed input being
Tap the
okay.
baby gently on the back.
Slightly further down.
Pat.
That's slightly further down on the back, because that seems to be more accurate and more reliable.
Carefully. Pat.
And just the one finger, basically over the Wiimote speaker. We've already used up our one life, that's unfortunate.
Watch for the right timing. Pat.
Why are you not registering these inputs?
And carefully.
I was having perfect runs all night tonight.
Pat.
All my practice runs. Absolutely perfect.
Wow, that's
Getting
good.
40 minutes in, not getting record times necessarily, but at least like doing the full 40 minutes with no errors. The second I'm on stream, all of my ability to get over these stupid page 1 hurdles. Stop, we reset, we don't overthink. That was a really good page 1. I've warmed up. I'm ready to do this. Page 1. We're making great time. We were on wonderful time 2 minigames in. That is the kind of page 1 I want to be having. I need to just not do the silly fuck-ups. And we're not going to do them. We're just going to...
Babysitting mama.
Okay.
Choose which mode to play. Let's comfort the baby. Oh, what a cutie.
3, 2, 1, go.
Do as mama does to comfort the baby.
Okay.
Hold the baby like mama.
We're going to get further than page 1.
Move the baby left and right. Right. Left. Repeat. Good. Great. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic. Wonderful. Perfect. Perfect. Fantastic.
It's clearly just performance anxiety now that I know there's people watching. You know.
Fantastic.
classic people are watching and therefore I suck now. I've never been good at video games in my life now that people are watching me do them.
I wonder what's wrong. Oh! It's bath time for milk. Let's have some milk.
It is bath time for milk. Okay, we had a really good milk time on the last run. Horwington, thank you very much. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, everyone. My name is Laura. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I speedrun games that no one cares about. Today that means Babysitting Mama, the 2010 Wii game, where the Wiimote is in a baby's spine. 21, 42. Ah, that's not a great first page. Yes, there's a Wii. Sorry, apologies for the. I was on a particular bit where there is like potential to save or lose time, and I lost time. It's unfortunate. I probably should have just been. I should have just gone. I'll wait until I finish this minigame and then I'll intro. There's a 2010 Wii game. It comes with this controller that you stick your Wiimote in the spine of the baby. I am 4 seconds shy over 40 minutes of becoming the world record holder for this run. 120 plus attempts in. I'm determined to take the world record for looking after this baby real good.
Let's get started. Pat the baby gently.
Bath time for milk sounds like something you'd hear on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Like a skeleton does a jump scare and Crow T Robot says trick and treat for calcium. Yeah, this runs page 1 probably gonna be about 2 seconds behind record, which is not great. But I need to stick with this because I need to get over this stupid hurdle I'm having tonight with page 1. I need to do the patting the baby on the back and not have any of them fail to register. I need to not rock the cradle and have none of the rocks to the right just not register. I need to get past. I need to get past the idea that that's where I'm going to get stuck tonight. Yeah, see, there we go. Perfect. Smooth sailing.
That feels great, doesn't it? I wonder how you did.
Yeah, I'll be able to tell how far off pace I am by seeing when the warning screen on the bassinet menu goes away. As I've said before, it's the 56-second mark, ideally. I want to see that screen. While 56 is still on the timer, I want that screen vanishing. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Yeah, it's going to be about a plus 1.5, which isn't good, but we're going to stick with it.
To the right, tilt to the left. Keep going. Great. 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 Perfect. Perfect.
Is it going too fast on the upswing that it doesn't like?
Perfect. Perfect. Wonderful.
Is it don't get too far ahead of Mama on the animation cycle?
Perfect. Perfect. I wonder how you did. Bravo.
Okay. Oh, we might be closer to like a second behind. Okay, might not be too bad. We're about 2 seconds behind. Hey, evening, the BT. I heard a rumor you were the Phantom motivational coach on Phantom Brave. Right. Yeah, 1.9. Yeah, as I said, about 2 seconds behind record pace. Normally I would probably scrap the run here and reset until I had something closer to, like, at most a 1 second time loss. But I'm gonna stick with it because I'm gonna get myself in the headspace of we're doing a full run. Because there's there is potentially like 3 seconds of time save on page 4 plus 4 seconds on page 6. We could be minus 3 seconds and still hit record if we make all of the time saves later that I didn't make on the last run. So I'm not going to consider the run dead because I'm 2 seconds behind. That was a pretty good time. That was pretty good time. Made very good time on the first half. Slightly fumbled one of the tabs on the second half, but that made up for how quick we did the first half. If we can get a good mobile, we might be able to claw back some of that 2 seconds on page 2. Also, at the end of this run, win or lose, I need to do my German. I've been neglecting my German lessons. Too enthralled in trying to speedrun babysitting the baby.
Hold the baby facing you. Hold the baby upright. Okay. Oops. Keep going. Oh, great. Great. Fantastic.
A Gamer Queer says, "This is so strange and adorable. Thank you for making me realize I exist in the same timeline as this game." Hey, if you want to become, like me, a speedrunner at this game, there's only like 4 people on the planet who care enough to have tried to speedrun it. It is a tiny speedrunning community. You could be one of like, if you join, well, like 5 people in the world adorably looking after a baby. At speed. Teehee.
Let's get started.
This is me trying to slowly indoctrinate people into the world of looking after a baby, brackets, fast.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Wonderful. Perfect. Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. I wonder how you did. Bravo.
How far are we into this page? 8 minutes after 11, we got 2 more. Yeah, the mobile.
There you go.
I can be the slowest and best imaginary baby wee spine tender.
Right here.
I mean, look, this is me just trying to be a propagandist for big baby speedrunning. But no, playing this game, it is a weirdly kind of sweet game. It's baffling. If you do what I've done in the All Babies category and play the entire game in one sitting, it will melt your brain. But there is something kind of endearing about it. Any RNG in the speedrun? Yes, there is. So, this minigame we're on right now, the direction this music note's gonna go is RNG dependent. There is no set pattern. And the segment I'm trying to keep it inside of will shrink. So, getting a nicely behaved pattern here is RNG dependent. Or just get good. There is a much bigger RNG section I'll talk about in a little bit. The biggest RNG dependency in this run is on page 4. It is the photography minigame, and we'll talk about it when we get there.
I wonder how you did.
Ugh.
Perfect.
Okay, not perfect, but not terrible. I think we're probably on balance still going to save a little bit of time on page 2. I don't think it's going to be like the 1 second time save I was hoping for, get us closer to +1, but we might be able to shave like 0.4 of a second off on page 2. I'll point out the RNG as stuff comes up. There is some stuff that is definitely not RNG, which is really nice. That seems like it would be. Like, the patterns we have to do with Mr. Rattle here are always in the same order for how many shakes it is. So, 1 versus sometimes it'll be 2. This is all completely fixed. So it'll be a double, then 2 singles now. The biggest thing to note about this speedrun is, yes, you're trying to go as fast as possible, but the developers of this game know about the real-world condition, shaken baby syndrome. And as such, if you do your motion inputs, particularly the ones with the Wii remote, with the baby, too quick or erratically, the game will, like, pause for, like, 10 whole seconds and give you an anti-shaken baby syndrome PSA. So you have to go, you've got to go fast, but not so fast that you get a PSA about shaken baby syndrome. That is the biggest time loss in the run. Okay, we shaved like half a second off. That's what I was saying. Yeah, we're down to plus 1.5. That's much better. Like, I was hoping we'd be closer to plus 1, but that's fine. If everything goes perfectly, 1.5 is a savable amount of time over pages 3 through 6.
Cheer up.
So, yeah. This is all very predictable. Doing the baby on the seesaw, it'll be a predictable number of ups and downs on the seesaw before we have to run off and spin the analog stick clockwise to turn off the bath water, and then back to the seesaw. That's always fixed.
Keep going.
Okay. We missed an input there. It's not the worst place to miss an input, because at the end of the seesaw section, post-bath, we were going to have to... the seesaw would end on an up and would have to come down anyway. So doing an input on the down means that you don't really lose time. Thankfully, that is one place where you can lose time on an input. It doesn't make you do an extra cycle. This isn't one of the ones where you miss a single input and, like, you have to pause, wait for a moment to stop, start again, enter a whole new cycle before you, like, where it's like a 3-4 second time loss before you can do another input. Like, you'll see here, we'll end on a downward input. Plus, the second half is faster, so the time loss is lesser anyway. I missed a second input. It's not that bad. But yeah, as you see, we would have ended on a downward input, which we would have had to do anyway, so... This is definitely not my best run, but I want to stick with this run for now. I want to practice my pages properly, and the only way I'm going to do that is sticking with the run, even if it's a little behind PB. And you never know, maybe I get some miraculous time save, and the whole run, you know, comes together. As I say, there's about... I could be at about plus 3 seconds, and I know where there's time saves that could get me back to record. As long as I'm within plus 3, theoretically it's still a winnable record. Okay, so there's some tech we've got here in a second. Stop shaking the nunchuck when you get to the slide so you don't tumble. We stop before the second milk, and we're careful to definitely stop before it, wait for the gate to open. Then we do the sprint. Don't get the milk straight away, otherwise you completely waste the milk. You don't have enough of it to do the sprint to the finish. Like, you can theoretically go fast enough that you get past the first gate before it closes, but you don't make it past the second gate before it closes, and then you have to crawl from the second gate, and it's just not worth it. We're about to do fly swatting. Fly swatting has RNG. Where the flies spawn is RNG dependent. Sometimes 2 of them will spawn next to each other, and with 1 fly swatter, you can kill 2 flies. That's a great time save. But there's also a red fly that moves incredibly fast and erratically, and its movements are RNG dependent. So many a run has been killed by bad erratic movement of the red fly. Hey, Charlie Riot.
Repeat. Perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. Perfect. Perfect.
Yes, for any of you who are new to my channel,
Fantastic.
one of the things I love to do
Wonderful.
is
Fantastic.
find games that no one has ever bothered to
I wonder
speedrun
how you did.
and try and make a community for them. I hold currently all the world records for the Switch and PS5 game Cooking Mama Cookstar, and all but 2 records on Babysitting Mama, games that when I started speedrunning them, no one had ever bothered to. I got world record times just by being the first person to bother to play them on stream and, like, have a timer. But every now and then I just find a game that no one's ever bothered with, and I'm like, can I build a community of, like, a handful of people and build tiny little speedrun communities for games that no one else cares about? So that's what this is. Okay, yeah, this is the RNG fly swatting I was talking about.
Shake it. That's the way.
Click and fly.
Yes,
Come on.
Shake. That's the way.
Yeah, this fly and that fly could have both spawned on the same side.
Shake it. That's the way.
Now I really need the red fly to fly. Ah, fuck. That's a run killer. The fly didn't fly across my path, it stopped before it. What I needed is for it to keep flying so I could hit it. Because the secret with the red fly, this was previously my run killer on streams. This hasn't ruined a run for me in several days. And then today, apparently now I'm on stream and explaining, killed the run. Rather than trying to chase that fly, just let the fly come to you. Watch that it's going in roughly the right direction at roughly the right time and just slam it down. I know it seems silly to end the run over that. This is a really optimized record, and the amount of time it would take for me to do shake the rattle to calm the baby down, get back into the minigame, have another try swatting the fly. More than 7 seconds, that would be an unrecoverable time loss in this run. So, we're gonna restart. We're gonna just restart the run. I really thought this was gonna be the one to hit page 4, which is our big, like, the big time save page that I've been working toward. But that's fine. We're gonna restart. The big thing that stops me doing sessions too lengthy of a session with this is it's mainly the sprinting, the crawling race minigame with the bottle of milk that makes the baby sprint really fast. The very fast shaking motion of the nunchuck over a prolonged period of time. Really quite exhausting, and it's one of the things that limits how many runs of this I can do in a row. Oh, I'm glad that you had a good time, Gamer Queer. Have a lovely evening. Right, let's try starting this run again. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I needed to do German after that run, didn't I? Okay, when this run ends, someone in chat just shout German at me. Remind me I need to learn German when I inevitably screw something up in the next 40 minutes.
Hold the baby face up. Move the baby left and right. Right. Left. Repeat. Great. Great. Good. Fantastic. Wonderful. Perfect. Wonderful. Fantastic. Perfect. Wonderful. I wonder how you did. Perfect.
Not my fastest. Okay, if you shout something at me in German, I'll probably get the message.
I wonder what's wrong.
I might... Who knows if I'll understand you, but I'll probably go, oh, that's German. I should German.
Let's have some milk.
I think we're already behind pace on this run. I feel it. Let's have a really good milk run and see if... depending on how close I am to the 40, I'll know where I'm at.
It's yummy. Just control stick slowly forward. Yes, just like that. That's the way. A little more to go. You did it.
Maybe a
I
second
wonder how
behind.
you did.
Like a 1 second behind is better than we had last run, and I stuck with last run. Okay.
Oh my, what's wrong? Are you
The alternative is I try and do my German lesson now mid-speed run. Which, I mean, I could do. I could try and learn German mid-speed run. I don't know. I don't know how good the speedrun or the German lesson would go. I would kind of love to do that, and for that to be the run where I set the record, because that would be an intimidation tactic, I suspect. If I could pull off setting a world record and doing a 3-minute German lesson in the middle of the speedrun. Okay, that's fine. We can recover.
What a bob! Watch for the right timing. Hot, hot, hot. What a bob! Watch for the
Come
right
on, challenges.
timing.
Beat my record while learning a language. This is continuing the a single mum who works 2 jobs category of speedrun. I gotta look after the baby, I gotta make time to learn German at the same time. Now I gotta carve time out to Oh, okay, we're resetting this run. We had 1 missed input. That shouldn't have... Does it depend when in the run? Are there places in the run where we can't have 1 missed input? I know on the minigames where there's 1 to hit. If we miss the 1, we have to do an extra cycle. I guess the same is true for 2. I guess it's only on the 3 note pages where we can afford 1 miss, and it doesn't cause us an extra cycle. Thank you very much for the sub, Charlie Riot. Also, thank you, Andy H, for shouting German at me. Cool. We're gonna learn some German. We're gonna learn some German for a minute, so that the Euler doesn't shout at me. The owl. The owl will not shout at me. Select the translation. Ich.
Entschuldigung, wo ist das Restaurant?
Excuse me, where is the restaurant? Excuse me, where is the restaurant? Entschuldigung, wo ist das Restaurant? I is Tschüss.
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 Die Pizza ist zu groß.
The pizza is so big. That is too big? The pizza is too big. The pizza is too big. 9. No is 9.
Hallo, wie geht's?
Hello. Wie geht's? How are you? Wie geht's? Food is Essen?
Essen.
Essen.
Guten Tag. Wie geht's?
Good afternoon. How are you? Guten Tag. Wie geht's? There we go. I learned some German. Yeah, look, for all the evils of that app, I've given it no money, and it's the one that I know other people that are on there for. I have an accountability buddy, as it were. It's the one that I stuck with. Not wanting the owl to shout at me is a powerful motivator. There is a city called Essen that's spelled the same. Yeah. Did they just have good food? I do not know. Phantom Fenrir, time to speedrun German indeed. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Do what Mama does.
This is gonna be the run.
Comfort the baby.
Put the second headphone on.
Hold the baby like Mama. Hold the baby face up. Move the baby left and right. Right. Left. Repeat. Good. Great. Good. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wonderful. Perfect. Perfect. Fantastic. wonder how you did. Perfect.
Here for Duolingo X Babysitting Mama speedrun. Look, if we beat this record tonight, I will follow it up by doing a run where I learn German the whole way through the run. And I'll just sit and learn German while looking after the baby, and that'll be how we finish the stream to celebrate me having beaten the record.
Time for milk.
Hey, frame into focus. Noreen K says it's the only way I found to learn some Romanian without just using a grammar book. Yeah, it does its job. But yes, frame into focus. This is world record speedrunning you're witnessing right here.
Yummy. Choose the control stick slowly forward. Yes, just like that. That's the way. A little more to go. You did it.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds.
I wonder how
Yeah,
you
we're gonna be
did.
close to +2 again, which is not where I want to be. I know I can do better than that. That run we had to throw away, we were like plus 0.5, which is a much better time. Yeah, again, I'll be able to see exactly how bad I'm looking.
What's wrong? Are
Yeah,
you
but it's
alright?
probably
What
+2,
should I do?
which is not good.
How about a big
But again, we can make that up.
burp?
Does Babysitting Mama have a German dub? Yeah, but it's on the PAL version, and the PAL version, it's like 4 minutes slower to do this speedrun.
Let's get started.
38 versus 42 minutes. I can't do this in German or I will lose 4 minutes of time. Like, I will legitimately not be able to win the world record if I play it in the German dub.
Wow, that's great. Watch for the right timing.
I own 3 different region versions of this game because I had to learn
Watch for the right timing.
which versions had time saves that Europe didn't.
There it is. And carefully. There it is. And carefully. Wow, that's great. And carefully. Wow, that's great. That feels great, doesn't it? I wonder how you did.
I'll pretend there's 4 minutes because of long German words. Part of it's because of the devs not accounting for 50 versus 60 hertz compatibility properly when making the 2 versions. One of them just plays an extra 10 frames per second. Just keep telling yourself Schnell while speedrunning. Part of it is, I think because there are fewer languages on the disc, it loads faster. Because there's less overall data, because a large amount of the data is just the voice lines. And as such,
Keep going.
that's my best guess as to why it loads faster.
Good. Great. Great.
I have a Japanese copy as well, which in theory probably is faster. It's not in great condition. I might try and get it sorted out and see if we can try Japanese for the All Babies run.
Fantastic.
Just so that if nothing else, I don't understand a word Mama is saying to me while spending nearly 4 hours losing my mind to Babysitting Mama. I think that could add a whole other layer
I
of
wonder how you did.
surreal
Fantastic.
turning my brain into soup. I think I might lose my mind even more than usual, but potential time save, so. Ooh, I think I have a thumbnail for accessibility. Okay. Okay, only plus 0.9, less than plus 1 second. Okay, that's within, like, my... If I wasn't on stream, I wouldn't throw this run away. That's a run I would actually stick with off stream. That's a good sign.
I second.
If it's a time save, soup could be worth it.
Time for cleanup.
Soup?
Get started. Take off the diaper cover. The front two. Left. Time for a fresh diaper.
Okay.
Good, baby.
And
Put on the diaper cover. Tape the side. Baby's about to cry.
oh. We gotta reset the round. I got too greedy. I've talked about this before. Like, the best way time-wise to do this page is to do the entire nappy change with only one shaking of Mr. Rattle. Like, do half of it, get pulling the nappy pad out, shake Mr. Rattle, do the whole other side on one Mr. Rattle shake. The problem is, if you get tripped up on more than one stage, like you can get mildly tripped up on the analog stick on one phase, but if you mess it up on two phases, you end up getting the Mr. Rattle, the forced get the meter the whole way down to 0. It's a thrown away run. Schnell. Bitte schnell. Bitte schnell. Schnell bitte.
Let's go. Let's comfort the baby. Oh, what a cutie.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Do as Mama does to comfort the baby.
What are we gonna do to comfort me, though, Mama? What are we gonna do to comfort me? The baby's alright.
Hold the
Ooh,
baby
okay.
like Mama. Hold the baby face up. Move the baby left and right. Right. Left. Repeat. Great. Good. Good. Wonderful. Fantastic. Perfect. Perfect. Fantastic. Wonderful. Perfect.
Okay.
I wonder how you did. Perfect.
Geschwindigkeitsspiel. Look, my knowledge of Germans is minimal.
I wonder what's wrong.
Entschuldigung. I know that.
It's bath time for milk.
It's bath time for milk. I know that in English. I don't know the German for it's bath time for milk.
Milk time.
Milk time. Okay.
Looks yummy. Just control stick slowly forward. Yes, just like that. That's the way. A little more to go. You did it.
Never realized there was an interactive controller for this game. Yeah, here's buff.
I
This is
wonder
the
how
controller.
you did.
The Wiimote goes in the spine.
Perfect.
It is integral to play of this game. Unless you don't have one, in which case I would suggest go buy a Shadow the Hedgehog from Build-A-Bear and make a little pocket in its back to put a Wiimote in. Why are you learning German? Because my wife's learning German, and I travel to Germany for work at least once a year. It would be nice to recognize more German words and to be able to
Burp.
butcher my way through a sentence if needed while traveling. I started learning while in an Airbnb at Gamescom last year in where does Gamescom take place? In Cologne. Is it Cologne?
Watch for the right timing.
I think it's Cologne.
Hot, hot.
Yeah, Cologne Mess. Yeah, in Cologne.
Watch for the right
Cologne
timing.
Messe.
Hot, hot, hot.
But yes, look,
Wow,
I learn in like
great.
3-minute bursts.
Watch for
I
the
don't
right
know very
timing.
much at all.
Hot, hot.
I know enough that like I'm starting to recognize how words work in German a bit better.
That's the way.
Okay.
Carefully. Hot, hot, hot.
Okay, I think we'll still be alright.
Wow,
But yeah, I travel to Gamescom once a year, and I don't like that when I travel to Germany, like, it's such a regular travel destination for me for work, and I rely on the fact that I can book an Uber with my phone.
I wonder how
I
you
can
did.
use it, like, Airbnb has a translator built into its messaging, and I speak to all my appointments in English. You know, I don't like relying on that. I would like to be able to use, like, a passable bit of German beyond, bitte, danke, dankeschön. And honestly, I'm picking up more of it, like, vicariously than I imagined I would. Okay, 57, we might be on with an alright time. At most plus 1 second, that's alright.
Keep going. Good.
Look, the key reason I learned German is so that I can now walk into a room, point at my wife, and go, Du bist meine Frau!
Fantastic. Wonderful.
I only go to Gamescom because I can do all of my... I can see all the games in the secret back appointment rooms in the media area, and I never have to go out to that god-awful, crowded, full of queues, public show floor that is a fucking autism nightmare.
How you did.
I spend the entirety of Gamescom in secret meeting rooms in the back halls, where, like, I turn up at a specific time, I walk straight in, play the game, walk straight out, no queue. It's a lovely time.
The final results.
Oh, I've had to go to the main floor, the floor on one of the main days. Occasionally, like, an appointment will get cancelled and I'll just have to be there. And... oh, +4. Okay, this is the best page one we've had tonight. This is great. Yeah, like, for work, I had to go cover Pillars of Eternity. Was it Pillars of Eternity 2? Which meant on the Saturday going onto the show floor, and queuing for that game, because I had a work appointment, and ugh, never again. Plus, occasionally I have, like, accessibility meetings with Xbox at Gamescom, because they're open to chatting about stuff, and...
Let's get started.
yeah, no, press... yeah, if you can... Gamescom as press, either on the press days or in the media areas it's a whole different experience. Okay, I missed a rattled slightly further than I normally would there, just to be safe. I hope to get some appointments in time on main day.
I wonder how you did.
I'll get to some appointments. Well, the problem is they won't let you just walk down the fucking escalator. The number of times where they're like, no, you can't go down the escalator, you're gonna go down around the stupid outside area and back around and... or like a nonsense route for 5 minutes, where I'm like, just let me go down the elevator, I have an appointment, like, literally there. Yeah, you don't go where you want to on the Gamescom show floor on the public days. The ocean of people is going, and you hope it's going where you want it to go.
Hold the baby upright. Oops. Ooh. Keep going. Great. Up. Up. Great. Oh, great. Up. Perfect.
Oh no, Gamescom, I do not recommend to autistic people, like, generally. Don't go... if you are autistic, if you struggle with crowds and sensory stuff, don't go to Gamescom. Like, unless you have the ability to go to press appointments and book appointments with publishers and get in their media lists, it's not worth it. Are there rooms for you if you get overwhelmed? Not overall, but Xbox does, Xbox builds a secret room behind their like, show floor booth. And if you go talk to one of their accessibility people, and let them know you need it, they do have a secret quiet room hidden away on the show floor that you can go
I wonder how you
be
did.
autistic in.
Bravo!
Heterosaur, they're going alright. Page 1, best time we've had tonight. Off stream, I shaved like 4 seconds off the record, so I just gotta shave another 4 off to hit the record.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
Xbox, like, does advertise it a little bit, but, like, not as much as they could. But yeah, if you're ever at Gamescom and get overwhelmed by crowds and sensory stuff and just want a quiet space to escape to, go to Xbox's booth and ask one of their people in the accessibility shirts. Honestly, they are... That is your secret quiet hideaway that no one knows about at Gamescom.
Alright, let's play. Move it.
Oh,
with the
fuck.
controls.
We got the stupid RNG where occasionally the music note stays trapped in the starting corner for a few seconds. There's nothing we can do about it, it's a really rare occurrence, but if it just doesn't move off that first spot, we're trapped getting half speed music from, like, for multiple seconds. We're gonna have to do basically perfectly the rest of this.
A little more to go. Fantastic. Baby's life. You did it.
Ah, not as good nor as bad as it could have been. That's really unfortunate. This is why I like seeing the music notes spawn on the right in this minigame, because that means that I don't have to worry that it's going to be the very rare corner trap RNG, where it just... You have multiple seconds of I can't do anything but wait for this to get out the corner.
Oh my.
That baby be Raven indeed. Oh yeah, no, that is... There are points of RNG that, like, don't always come up in runs of this, but, like, a really good run could get screwed over by some really random RNG in this run.
Baby, facing you. Here's Mr. Rattle. Shake the rattle by swinging the ninja.
Honestly, Gamescom have been... Xbox have been really good about having quiet spaces and sensory spaces at all the conventions they go to for a while. It's honestly one of my favorite things my favorite accessibility initiatives of theirs. Same thing for if you see Xbox at like a Gamescom or similar event, and you're like, hey look, I left my fidget objects at home, I need some earplugs to like block out the sound. A lot of autism saved me from the sensory stuff. They just have behind a desk. Like, you can go to Xbox's desk and go get a fidget cube and some earplugs from behind their accessibility desk. Gamescom are pretty good at that. Again, talking about complimenting Gamescom, Xbox at things like Gamescom, they had a World of Warcraft like ride-on motion simulator for a new World of Warcraft expansion at Gamescom. 2 of the motion simulators were wheelchair accessible. So you could do the motion simulator while using your regular wheelchair, which is pretty cool. Okay, plus 0.1, 0.2. We're still in less than plus 1 second. This is good. Yeah, they had, I would say, like, of about 30 motion simulators, I think 2 of them were you could, either on a manual or power chair, load onto it, get raised up, and do the motion simulator in VR and whatnot, while still in your own chair, which was, like, really cool. I've got some pictures of it somewhere. I believe the person who did the design for it, who worked on it, has a kid that is a wheelchair user, and as such was like, I wouldn't want to design anything my kid couldn't also be involved in getting to use. Hence motivating him to... I should be aware of this and design around it. The other ones you had to kind of climb onto and straddle as if you were riding a horse. I think you were flying riding a flying Pegasus horse thing, I think was the idea.
I'll be right there. It's going to overflow. Mama, is everything alright? It's okay. Yes.
Okay, what are we
Sorry
doing?
to keep you waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get started. Let's pick up the pace. Now,
Okay.
I wonder how you did.
Why is this game so adorable? Because it's just look after a baby and be soft about it. We'll ignore the minigames where occasionally the best thing to do is to ignore the baby, not feed the baby. You know, the speedrun purposes occasionally that comes up, but like, generally it is a weirdly adorable game that no one really gives a shit about. And I love that me speedrunning this has gotten a bunch of people to either remember it exists or learn that it exists. And this is why I like speedrunning things no one cares about. I want to be the world's #1 expert on a game that no one knew was real, but it, you know, you find out and you're like, oh, I'm kind of into that.
Baby lace.
Oh, Natalie, congrats! Congrats on getting your tattoo done.
Ready? Go. Up and down. Keep it up.
Yeah, there's a couple of Cookie Mama spin-offs, but this is the one that I apparently chose. I was gonna build my career around being the world's greatest at. Okay, we wait before the milk. Okay, really good, really good. It does indeed have an IRL baby, though, as I've said to other people. If you want to find a copy of this game to try playing or try speedrunning, and you can't find an affordable copy with the baby, just go to Build-A-Bear, buy like a Shadow the Hedgehog or something, cut a hole in its neck to slide the Wiimote down. You could do Babysitting Mama looking after your little baby Shadow the Hedgehog. Which, again, if I ever get accepted to do like a GDQ run of this game, I would do so with a Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hold the baby.
Shadow Babysitting Mama would... I would find the best baby possible.
Move the baby left and right. Right.
Gotta babysit fast, exactly.
Repeat. Good. Great. Great. Great.
Gotta change Shadow's diaper as quickly as we can.
Move the baby.
Cut a hole in the baby. No, I said cut a hole in Shadow.
Down. Repeat. Fantastic. Fantastic. Perfect. Perfect. Fantastic.
You could grab the second milk boost a second before the gate opens,
Wonderful.
but the problem is as soon as you grab that milk, you start running.
Fantastic.
And if you mistime it,
I wonder
like
how
there is
you
a
did.
very small potential time save, but if you mistime it and you accidentally hit the gate before it's opened, you get knocked on your ass and there is like a 4 to 5 second getting back up before you can start running again. Not only is that like 4 to 5 seconds of time loss on the speed run, but that's also 4 to 5 seconds of the milk that you've used up, and you'll probably be crawling again before you cross the finish line. It's one of those, I could squeeze a tiny little time save out. It's not worth throwing away a run that's on good pace. Like, if the run was, like, on bad pace and I was like, fuck it, I'll try, maybe I can save a bit of time there. But if the run's on good pace... Yeah, this time, just don't fuck up the red fly.
Let's get started. Now, that's the way. Shake it. Yes, just like that. Shake it.
Okay, we got a double.
Now, shake it. Yes, just like now.
Okay, we got one double, that's fine. One double's okay.
Shake it.
Okay, we got the red fly.
Like that.
Okay, there we go, there we go.
You did it.
Nikki Agent, they are very concerned about you shaking the baby, because if you shake a real
I
baby,
wonder how you did.
there's a thing called shaken baby syndrome, that they don't want this to be a encouraging you to shake your real life baby sibling simulator, where they get sued because a baby died of shaken baby syndrome. So, they really hit you over the head with that warning.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we're still within +1. Honestly, this is a pretty good run. If we can get good RNG on the photography, this could be the run. So 4 pages in, nearly 20 minutes in, this minigame is the biggest piece of RNG in the whole run. This baby's gonna run around to, like, stand next to objects for you to photograph him.
I just thought of something.
Which object he runs to is completely random and will add multiple seconds of moving the analog stick to get to the location to take the picture. There's multiple seconds to be saved or lost depending on how
Snapshot.
nice the RNG is going to be to us today. This is the biggest RNG time save or time loss in the whole run. It's the thing that could make or break this run for us.
Move it with the control stick.
Yes, and how long the baby will stay at one place for as well is the problem.
What a cutie! Shake the rattle this way. Yes, just like
Not too
that.
bad.
Shake the rattle, smile. What a cutie! Shake the rattle, come on out. You are doing great. Shake the rattle, smile.
Yeah, see there, he started running, but he only ran as far as the chunk. He could have ran past the tree all the way over there. That would have been like another 3 seconds of like scanning the camera. Depending on whether he runs like 2 steps or like to the other side of the screen. Really big RNG. Like that wasn't bad. That was a manageable. I need to not fuck up the tug of war with the hanky. Is the other thing I have to not fuck up. I can't afford to miss a swing here either because then I have to do an extra cycle. We're going to deliberately fail the tree. I'm on a good run here and I'm not going to risk trying to get the hat out the tree. It's just not worth it.
Swing. Pull the baby
That minigame is so goddamn inconsistent, it's just not worth it.
forward and back and repeat. Forward, back. Keep going. Whoa, okay.
Okay, so this is my chance to have a drink because we're going to deliberately fail this minigame.
Mama, get it for me. I'll be right there.
Like, in theory... Oh yeah, definitely not if the lower the hat is on the tree, the more impossible this minigame is. If it's at the top of the tree, maybe. There is no reliable way to get the hat out the tree when it's low down. It is pure luck.
Mama,
So for the potential slight time loss,
not bad.
it's better than trying and failing where we get a big time loss.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Now let's begin. Let's pick up the pace. There. Got it. There. Got it. There. Got it. There.
Okay,
I wonder how you did.
I have to push the analog stick the direction I want the bar to move. This is the counterintuitive minigame. I need to relax. This minigame is counterintuitive. It controls the opposite to the way I think it does. I need to not
Is it?
get a stupid 3 to 4 second time loss here.
I know this. Ta-da! Mr. Hanky, you wanna play with this, huh? Hanky tag. What's the balance? All right, let's play. Right. You did it.
That was pretty good. Didn't fuck up the direction on the first try.
I wonder how you did.
And stayed relatively well in the middle. That was pretty good. Okay. This will be where I find out how we're doing. I ideally want to be like -2 seconds at the end of this page. If I can be even -1 second, ideally -2 at the end of this page, that would be really fucking good. This is where we see whether this is this a record potential run? We find out.
Can you do a good job?
Oh, I have to do the left, right, up and down
Next one's a bit
motions now that are hard to get to register. Ah!
No, please don't shake the baby. Can you do a good job?
I think that's cost us the record.
Okay. Next one.
We're gonna see what our time is. You see why this is such a tricky world record to get. You've got to go 40 minutes without doing a motion too lightly that it doesn't register or too strongly that it does that. Okay. Look, we live with it. I'm gonna play this through to page 6. I want to see if I can shave my PB down regardless. Okay, we still slightly time saved. Even, and you know what? That tells me I did a really fucking good job. Even with a, don't shake the baby, we still hit our PB for that page. Oh yes, here's buff. I'm on the leaderboard for all but 2 categories. Yuto, individual baby, and all babies. If you look at the individual level records, I hold the individual level records for all the other babies.
Baby talk.
Okay. If I can say 5 seconds across the next 2 pages,
Listen carefully.
I'm not going to throw this away. I think there's about 3 to 4 seconds I can save on the final page. Yeah, we ignore the baby here. It's quicker to ignore the baby. You know what? This tells me I'm doing better, though. Because even with a no, don't shake the baby, we might still be on record pace. Yeah, we'd have been like minus... I'm gonna say like -4. We'd have been on like -4.
I wonder how you did.
My improved
Bad.
page 4 times are making a big difference to this run. This is a, like, you see what I mean? This is a really achievable record. I've had multiple runs where if not for like 1 mistake over 40 minutes, I'd have had the record. Like, I don't think this is gonna get the record, but I think I could well get, like, I could well shave 2 seconds off my PB.
Down with the baby. Place the baby on your lap.
Oh, this one. Okay, we cannot miss an input on this one.
Up. Down. Keep going. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Or we have an entire additional minigame we have to do if we miss 1 input.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Perfect.
Getting this one saved us the entire, what is it, cleaning the kitchen, mopping the floor from the dog, I think it is? Bad Moair says it's the craziest as well as cutest thing I've seen on Twitch for a while. I'm glad people enjoy the strangeness that is babysitting on the speedrunning.
Baby's full of energy today.
Okay, this is, okay, yeah.
Baby's standing.
There's not really any place we can save time here.
Hey.
It really is going to come down to not fucking up the final minigame and seeing how much... Because last time I did this run, I screwed up 1 input on the final minigame and it made me have to do an entire extra phase. It depends how big that time save is.
Hold the baby from left. Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left.
These be the stop input rather than the jump in the middle of this. I can't afford to risk another don't shake the baby
Right. Left.
during the jump.
Right. Left. Watch carefully. Jump. You did it.
Okay, I didn't screw up the jump, that's good.
Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. A little more to right.
The stop's just more reliable because I don't have to do anything. There's less room for me to fuck up if it asks for stop. Okay.
I wonder how you did. Fantastic.
I'm probably going to still be around plus 0.9 at the end of this page. It is page 6 where I have, I'm going to say 3 to 4 seconds of time save potential. God, if I set the record with a don't shake the baby on page 4, like, I don't want to hope, but it feels within the range of, that could be a time save. I don't think we're going to save that much time on page 6, but it's not an impossible amount of time save. If nothing, I think we're going to get a new PB on this one. Considering we shaved, of the 8 seconds we needed to shave off our record to beat the world record, I shaved 4 of those seconds off on lunch today. If I can shave, what, like another 2 seconds off? That's 3/4 of the way to the record in a single day in terms of time saves. Like, if I shaved 6 of the 8 seconds off today, I'm gonna feel very proud of that. Which, again, feels very doable if I don't fuck up. Now, if I keep this consistent. God, one fucking... How many tries do you have already in total? 124. You can see it in the top right-hand corner of my speedrun timer. Many of those, like, stopped before they really began, is the thing. Like, not all of those were 40-minute runs. Okay. Oh! We saved 2 seconds on page 5. Don't know how we did that. Okay. We're at -1 second. Well, that's good. Okay. We can save 3 seconds on this final page. The record... record's on the table again. Okay, this is hide and seek. We want to deliberately get caught as quickly as possible. There is RNG here dependent on where the baby's gonna look and run. We want the baby to be looking in a position that we can just run straight into the line of sight. Oh, I need to stay calm. We could get the record on this run, even with a fucking don't shake the baby. Did I do that well on the rest of this run? God damn. Okay. We relax, we stay calm. Okay, that was great. That's great, come on. That was really good. That was really good RNG for baby position and direction. This is the longest page.
I wonder how you did.
We've got, what, 5 more minigames to do on this page? 5 or 6 total. It's 5 total, okay. We've got 4 more minigames. Over the next 7 minutes. Okay, which one is this? Oh, I know this one. This one's not RNG. I know the positions the baby needs to be put in. So we can completely skip. The timer won't even start. Then we sit up. You won't see yellow on the star on any of these. And then on the side. And memorize these positions. And then we've got to do the washing from outside. I have to wait until the timer starts going down before I do my nunchuck swipe. There we go. Yeah, wait until the timer starts actually counting down, not just when you see the 10. And then it's sat up. Despite the fact she's going to make it look like she's lying the baby down, the first one back is going to be sat up.
Now, let's begin.
Wait, she's going to lie the baby down and then bring it straight back up, and then on its side again.
Which one next? Fantastic.
I know your tricks, Mama. I know which one next.
I wonder how you did.
Okay, we have
Perfect.
toddling, which is doable. Feeding the babies, doable. And then I just need to not get an accidental double input on the final minigame. This is the one that cost me the record over lunch today.
What's the matter?
This inconsistent fucking nunchuck. No, we are feeding babies. It is quicker to feed them in this case. There are other mini games where it's faster not to feed them, but we are feeding them on this one.
I just thought of something. Can you walk to Mama? Come here, cutie.
Okay, come on.
Turtle.
Turtle. Or turtle.
Here, cutie.
Okay. Okay.
Let's get started. Here's the control stick to the left and right. Come to Mama. That's the way.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to chat much the rest of the run.
That's the way. Yes, just like that. Yes, just like that. You were doing great. That's the way. Oh my! Oh my! A little more to go. That's the way.
Not ideal, but we never went into the red, so that's fine.
Very good.
Okay, that should be okay. That should be okay. We didn't go out of the. I think as long as we don't hit the red, I don't think we slow down. I don't think we have to stay inside the little gold box. I think we're okay. I need to be really fast with the feeding. And then it's just rhythmic Mr. Rattle.
Hungry? Let's all eat together.
124 attempts at this.
Spoon feed.
Spoon feed.
Here you go. Sorry. Looks yummy. That's the way. That's the way. Say that's the way. That's the way. That's the way. Say yes, just like that. A little more to go. Baby,
Okay, that was pretty efficient.
I
I just
wonder
need to
how
stay
you
calm and not register any double inputs on this final fucking minigame. This is the one where I have to do the nunchuck shakes fast because there is a time limit, and if I don't take my time with it, it'll register a double input and it'll cause me a fail, and that'll be like a... That's where I lost like 4 seconds previously. I had to do a whole other cycle. I just have to do this minigame
Hold the
cleanly.
baby like mama. Hold the baby face up. Here's Mr. Rattle.
Come on, Mr.
Mama
Rattle,
show
don't
you how it's
don't
done.
let me down today.
After Mama showed you how
She's gonna show me how many times to shake it.
it's
I have to
Mama's
shake it
time.
precisely that many times.
And go. Great.
Doing the full
It's
swing.
Mama's turn.
3, 2.
And go. Fantastic.
The Pokemon Center tune time, yes. 1, 2, 1. Yep, this is good.
And go.
We just really slow down and take our time with this. 1, 2. 1, 2.
And go. Fantastic.
Fucking, I so nearly missed that note. You saw how close to the end that note was. I had to try it a second time. I wasn't forceful enough. I just got it in.
Now for the final results. Let's have a look.
Oh, oh! 28, 29, 30.
Oh. Yes, that's it.
That's a new world record, baby! That is 38:36. The previous record was 38:30. It was... Sorry, I gotta double check. 38:47. Fuck it, where the fuck did that time save come from? I saved 13... Sorry, I've been trying to take this record for 120 plus attempts and not being able to beat it. And I just beat it by 14 seconds, even with a 5-second no, don't shake the baby in there. I don't know where that time save came from, if I'm honest. But I'm not going to complain about it. Federasaur, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs, thank you. And with the accidental baby shake. I don't know... That did not feel any better than any of my other runs, but apparently it was. 100 player, thank you very much for the bits. Yes. Yes, the current record for Yuto at any percent is 38:47. That is, yeah, no, that's definitely the record because I've beaten it by 11 seconds, which is more than the margin of error for because funnily enough, I'm one of the mods on this game because I'm one of the only people who cares about this, and I've got to go through with like a special program and frame count exactly what frame I hit start on and exactly what frame the coin starts to appear so I get a precise time. Like, my time won't be exactly what's on the timer here, but I don't think I made 11 seconds of difference in that. We're getting the animated Mr. Rattle on screen, everyone. It's time for celebration. Sorry, give me a second. I want to move Mr. Rattle slightly. That's better. That's a better position. There's clearly room for improvement, but you should be proud. Well, look, you know why I think I should be proud of this? If you go look up the current record holder, a Salty Bunyan, who set this record a little over a year ago. Do you want me to read to you the description they put on that run? That run that I apparently just had a fucking miracle run out of nowhere. Their description on the run is simply the words, "I'm done." I thought we were going to beat that record by like 2 seconds at most. I don't know where we got that time save. I'm going to need to watch that run back. I don't know where I got that time save. Was it really efficient? It might have been really efficient with the baby feeding. I've never felt the baby feeding's gone as well as that. I don't know. And obviously didn't make any mistakes on that final bit. Did I really save that much time on feeding the baby? I guess. Is it harder with the baby or a Wii Remote on its own? Probably minimal difference. Here's the thing. The thing that the baby makes easier is remembering what direction the Wiimote needs to be for certain minigames. Like, when Mama tells you hold the baby face up, you have to remember that that's Wiimote face down. The Wiimote face and the baby face are opposing to each other, and considering that you have to keep changing the orientation of it, having the baby, I think, makes it easier just from a standpoint of the minigames revolve around the orientation of the baby. It's easier to contextually remember what orientation to have it if you have something with its face on the top. I love whether we're this excited on a screen with a silver medal. That's how any percent speedruns go. Well, look, any of you who are new to the stream, and haven't seen me do this before, I'm not done with Babysitting Mama speedrunning, because now that we've done this, we get to do the fun stream that I've been saying for weeks we're going to do, which will be probably Wednesday, 10 PM UK, 5 PM Eastern, 2 PM Pacific. I will be doing... Actually, I might start an hour earlier than that. I will be doing the all babies percent category, which is we start a fresh save file and we do all 6 babies any percent. It is a... Let me have a look. What's the current record at, just so I have a reference point? I think it's like a 3.5 to 4 hour long speedrun. Sorry, it's 4.5 hours is the current record, so it's 4 to 5 hours of... It's gonna be 4.5 to 5 hours of this. If you want to see me lose my mind, this was a 40-minute speedrun. If you want to see me do 5 hours of every baby and every minigame, and see if I can beat that world record on my first attempt, I will be doing that on Wednesday, most likely. So, if you've been enjoying this and you want to see 5 hours of me slowly becoming less mentally cognizant the more time I spend listening to Mama shout at me, that's going to be our Wednesday stream. And you might get to see me set another world record after... This has been like 2 weeks of streams, and you new folks have come in on the night that I beat the record, so well done. That sounds way better than an all-baby speedrun of Castlevania. I'm feeling so good. God. How did I go from... Like, I was stuck on that barrier of 8 seconds to skip. Okay, 4 seconds to skip off. Okay, suddenly 14 seconds ahead of record. Well, yeah, where could we have saved time? So we had, like, a really, really good RNG. I need to look at this. We had really good RNG on hiding from, like, hide and seek. What is this second one on this page? It's... Oh, it's put the baby in the positions. That one's... There's no real time saves there. Toddling. We never went into the red. Could have been worse. I feel like it's just going to be that we didn't fuck up Mr. Rattle and we had a really damn good eating the babies. FC Forchi says, I'm comfortable with you voluntarily driving yourself mad with this game. I got told you did a win. Dandelion, I did do a win. I beat the record. I beat the record by like 11 seconds. I went from like 8 seconds too slow, 4 seconds too slow, 11 seconds faster. Apparently tonight was just the run. The fact that we saved 2 seconds on page 4, even with a Shake the Baby, that goes to show how much the photography minigame makes a difference. Getting a really good run on the photography is such a good time save. We had such a perfect photography minigame that we were able to still save time on that page, even with the Don't Shake the Baby. Sorry, I've gotten myself overexcited now. Thank you so much, everyone who has been... Thank you, everyone who has persisted in watching me play the same 40 minutes of a video game for about 2 weeks. You got a hype train emote, perfect for the Feed the Baby minigame. Oh, that is just a face sucking in sweeties and cakes and things. So yeah, I'll give you a sense on... We have to do it on a fresh save file, so I can't show you all the babies. But here's 2 of the other babies that are currently unlocked. William and Lucy. But we will have 6 babies to do on Wednesday. It's gonna be close to 4 hours. Yeah, I might start a bit earlier than I normally do. I might start closer to like 8 PM UK, 3 PM Eastern, 1 PM noon Pacific, just so that I can get to bed before midnight. I didn't catch the entire run. I'm glad I got to see the end of the winning run. Well, in a day or two, probably tomorrow, you can go on the speedrunning speedrun.com and click on my run, and you'll be able to watch the full thing as VOD. God, 11 seconds. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I was gonna be streaming for like another 20 minutes. I might just take the early evening to... I was gonna say to celebrate. No, I'm gonna take the early end of the stream so I can go start submitting my run into the database. Because I'm the mod for this game. I have to go through and do all the steps to get this run listed. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Anyone who's new here tonight, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you'll come back for another stream. I tend to stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, typically at 10 PM UK, 5 PM Eastern, 2 PM Pacific. I will be doing more Babysitting Mama still if you're enjoying this, because I've got to get that all babies record back. And then after that, who knows? I'm going to be streaming some Like a Dragon Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii, like, next month. Until then, I might find a new game no one cares about to speedrun, like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, maybe. Or I might just do some one-off variety streams of interesting games I want to check out. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone who has stuck around for all these speedrun streams. Stuck around